Alright, this next question is from a very good friend of mine named Michael, also known as Somatoil4u Massage Therapy. He and I are very, very good friends. We've been very good friends since 2001. Oh my god, that's 10 years. We've been friends for a long time. In fact, we are so close that I would even say that we are family. And he's also, if you've ever heard me talk about a psychic massage therapist, that's who I'm talking about. He asked me a vlog question, and it's a really good question, and I'm not sure how to answer it. The question is, and I'll post his link here to his YouTube video and his response, but his question is, being we are friends, and we've known each other for a long time, and he met me before I started doing drag, and he knows the real me, the man behind the eyes, etc. And he wanted to know, after having stalkers and star climbers and social climbers and people that want to cling on to your fame, how can you differentiate between a true friend or a stalker, star chaser fan? And that's a really good question, and to be completely honest with you, I don't know how to answer it. On one hand, I want to tell you that I give everyone the benefit of the doubt and assume that everyone is a nice, genuine person and they just want to be friends. On the other hand, having had terrible experiences with stalkers and people that do not have the purest intentions, but also having terrible experiences from social climbers and people that just want to use you for your contacts, and as soon as you introduce them to a lot of people that you know, that they can throw you up like newspaper. It's like, oh, I just needed your contacts, that's it. And to be honest with you, part of me is jaded, and part of me is skeptical of everyone. Granted, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh, you're nice, whatever, yeah, let's hang out. But there's always a piece of me that is like, I don't know. Does this person really want to be friends? Or is this person using me for something? Or does this person want something? Or is this person a stalker? And I don't know. And another thing is, with all the people in my life, any level of friendship, I'm terrible about communication. Meaning, I don't call anyone. And I'm not the best about picking up my phone either. So if you truly want to be a friend, you really have to be persistent, which is borderline stalkerish. So it's just a very messy situation. I will say, though, that when I was a very young child, when I was a little girl, some people approached my mother and told her that I was psychic. And they told her that I needed to hone those skills, and for a while we did. I went to a couple specialists or whatever, and we started to hone in on my psychic abilities. And then when my mom met my stepdad, we rebuked that in the name of Jesus, and we blocked and tried to get rid of any supernatural anything that I have. However, I've always been very in tune. I wouldn't say that I'm psychic at all, but I've always been very sensitive or in tune to certain situations. And a lot of times I could just tell. I'm like, ugh. But then also, like everyone else, I'm blinded by lust as well. And when I'm with my friends, I could be like with my brother, like for example, if we're out, I'm like, oh my god, that guy really likes you. Go talk to him. I can tell when somebody likes somebody around me, but it's really hard for me to tell, in fact almost impossible for me to tell if somebody likes me. So that totally sucks. But as far as friendship goes, I do have that wall up, and I do have that barrier up, and if you really want to be my friend, you have to bust it down. Like my drag daughter Rebecca Glasscock, I often joke that she completely stalked me. She's like, I want to do drag and you are going to help me. Like, she called me every day and came to every show for like 2 months before I agreed to meet with her in private. And she's like, I really want you to help me. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, girl, let's do it. No, I really want you to help me. Okay, sure, give me your phone number. I'm like, okay, here's my phone number. And every day, every week, every show she was there, I want your help. Finally, I'm like, okay, she really wants my help. And we met, and we started having, one-on-one classes and tutorials. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to do drag, you need to do this. And if you want your foundation like this. And I started helping her. But it is hard, to be honest with you. It is hard. I have had stalkers. I have had social climbers. And I've just had users. And it's really difficult for me to differentiate the fine line between a true friend, somebody that genuinely wants to hang out, and somebody that is using or stalking you. So I guess my defense mechanism is I do put up that barrier. And to be honest with you, I've missed out. I'm sure I've missed out on some genuine friends out there that really just wanted to be my friend, and I've kind of pushed them away. And on the flip side, I've also had celebrity friends that are, local celebrity or international celebrity even, that have given me their phone number like, oh, I really want to hang out with you. And then same token, I'm like, I'm not going to call them because I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to, appear stalkerish. And they don't call me either, so we just lose out. And I wish I wasn't like that, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm like that because I've been really hurt too. Letting people in that are just using me, emotionally, financially, and social climbing wise. And that's not good. But your question's amazing, and I hope I answered it to the best of my ability. I think I did. The reality is, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I mean, it's kind of hard. I don't know how to correctly differentiate between a true friend, possible stalker / user. I have to genuinely take each person on a play-by-play basis. And I think that if I start seeing people on a regular basis, I become more comfortable. And I'm like, oh, you're kind of cool. I've seen you more than once. I don't know. But you're also famous. How do you handle that situation? I don't know. Anyways, that was an Ask Misty. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.